ABC Weather Lab. Here's Rob's forecast.
Welcome back and welcome to the weekend. Plan on more scattered showers and thunderstorms. Pretty good rain chances tomorrow. We're pushing the 50 to 60% range. Then rain chances begin to go down as a developing system in the Gulf of Mexico heads toward the northern Gulf Coast. Main impacts seem to be well away from Acadiana, and the latest forecast track is nudged a little bit farther to the east. We'll talk more about that in just a bit. First off, big picture as we take a look at what's happening across the tropics and into the Gulf of Mexico. Lots of dry air in the western Gulf. That's good news. That's going to hopefully limit some development potential. But now we're looking at the upper parts of the atmosphere. And there is an upper level low north of the surface low, which is somewhere down here. So this is why this has been categorized as a subtropical storm versus a tropical storm. It's getting energy from the upper level low aloft. Also, that's increasing wind shear. So we don't have a purely tropical system here and may not have one for a couple of days, but by late Saturday into Sundays, this gains latitude and may begin to seal itself off. This upper low will weaken, and then it will start drawing energy from the water in the Gulf of Mexico, which we're going to talk about a little bit later on in this weathercast. We mentioned it on Facebook Live tonight. If you caught that, we're going to expound more on that. Still scattered showers. It was a busy day today, about a 50-60% type of day. Some locally very heavy downpours and localized street flooding, but no major issues, thank goodness. A little pea-sized hail was mixed in some of those storms. Most active storms are winding down across portions of Allen and into Evangeline Parish, but this is also an indication there may be one or two that pop up later on tonight. We have a few down along the coast by the Weeks Bay area, and then farther to the south of Marsh Island, and a few more isolated cells offshore. So that's what I would expect overnight tonight. I think we'll see a little bit more activity along the coast, but the model is indicating there may be a storm or two locally, but generally a quiet night. Then tomorrow, as we get that daytime heating going once again by noon, a scattering of tropical showers and thunder showers. So onset is a little bit earlier in the day, continues into the afternoon, then maybe a little bit of a low, but still the risk of storms into tomorrow evening for those of you planning to do some outdoor activities tomorrow evening. But then after about 9 or 10 o'clock, things will quiet down. But there could be a couple of healthy storms at any time tomorrow into tomorrow night. Going into Sunday, drier scenario. Notice the surface winds more out of the northeast as our tropical system will be off to the south and east of us. So it should be a quieter day Sunday. Rain chances down to 20 to 30% for Sunday and Monday, and then even lower thereafter. So as we look at the big picture, we go down into the tropics. We see a big blow up by Belize. Our tropical subtropical storm is somewhere just east of the Yucatan. It's very hard to find right now. This is where the National Hurricane Center is putting it. 40-mile-per-hour winds, but we do expect it to gain intensity as it gains latitude, especially come Sunday. That's when we expect it to develop, and for some reason in the code we changed the symbol to a low, but this is still a tropical storm and will be a tropical storm at landfall, and the Hurricane Center indicating there is that outside chance this could become a Category 1 hurricane prior to making landfall somewhere between the Mississippi-Alabama border over to the Florida border. So that's where most of the weather is going to be. Also, it should be east of New Orleans as well, and then the system eventually works its way inland. Now, as for what we have going on, tropical storm watch is hoisted earlier today. That means tropical storm conditions possible within 48 hours in the areas you see outlined in yellow. So that may change to a tropical storm warning by Sunday morning, maybe Saturday night, but more than likely Sunday morning. Here's the radius of tropical storm winds. And if you watched this earlier, most of Acadiana was in the 20% range, and now we're down to 10 to 20%. Risk of tropical storm force winds will be highest as you get into Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida, where these numbers will only increase as the system gets closer and closer to the coast. Water temperatures, check this out. The warmest water in the Gulf of Mexico right now is just about right where this thing is going to be hitting the coastline. So that's why there is the possibility that this could get a little bit stronger as it gets close to the coast. Notice marginal water temperatures as we get down through the Caribbean, barely warm enough to support tropical activity. So here's the European model indicating pretty close to what the National Hurricane Center is going with. Tropical squalls reaching the northern Gulf Coast Sunday afternoon. Then the effects of the tropical storm, perhaps hurricane moving inland late Monday afternoon into Monday night, and then working its way northward thereafter. So as we look at the rainfall, this is a broad picture of the rainfall. Heaviest rains well east of the area. In fact, if we go in right on the immediate coastline, we could see rainfall on the order of 8 to 12 inches or more. Areas of pink here correspond to better than 10 inches of rain. But for us, we're in good shape. Showers ending 71 the low, 89 the high tomorrow, with a good chance of those scattered storms. So one more day with pretty good rain chances. Then they start to go down, and once they go down, they're going to stay down, and that means the temperatures are going to go up as a big ridge of high pressure builds in. Could be pushing the upper 90s, heat indices near 110 for next weekend. So enjoy what we have this weekend with highs at a relatively cool 90 degrees.
Relatively,
right.
yeah. Thanks,
And just
Rob.
stay abreast of what may or may not change during
We'll
the
be
course of the
watching.
weekend. Right.
Thanks, Rob.